I'm a beginner videographer and I've owned the Movo VXR10-Pro microphone for about 1 year now, and here is my honest review. This video is not sponsored. To cut right to it, I absolutely love this microphone. And yes, I am wearing a lavalier microphone right now. This is the Rode Wireless Go 2. This video is not a comparison between the two microphones because their use case is totally different. However, we need to capture some audio while we're doing this review of the Movo VXR10 Pro. We are going to do an audio test, obviously, with the Movo in just a few minutes, and we're going to boom that overhead. As you can see, the Movo has a relatively small form factor. It's only about 4 inches long. It's great, convenient. You can just put it right on the hot or cold shoe mount on top of the camera, leave it there, and it doesn't really attract a lot of attention. So from here on out, the audio you hear in this video will be from the Movo VXR10 Pro. As long as it's reasonably close to the subject, like any shotgun mic should be, it sounds great. Right now it is boomed overhead just out of frame, and I'm touching it right now, so it's only about 1 inch out of frame, pointed down at my face and my chest, and this is what it sounds like. It gives a full, rich sound, which, at least to me, sounds like a much more expensive microphone. Probably my favorite feature of the Movo VXR10 Pro is that it doesn't take batteries and doesn't have an on-off switch, which is just one less thing to worry about. When I first started making videos, I had a super cheap microphone that did take batteries, and sure enough, I forgot to turn it on several times. Not to mention, it sounded way worse. I frequently use the Movo VXR10 Pro in talking head videos like this one, and always have it boomed overhead on a boom pole. Keep in mind that you do need to have a TRS or TRRS cable long enough to make it back to your camera or your smartphone. The Movo VXR10 Pro does come with cables compatible with both cameras and smartphones, which is very helpful for all types of content creation. And while the video portion of what you see right now is filmed with an actual camera, it's a Sony ZV-E10, the audio portion of what you're hearing right now is actually running through an iPhone that's across the room. And I have an extra long TRRS cable that goes to the phone, and of course with an iPhone you have to use that the headphone jack to lightning jack adapter, and so you can use it for both. I've even used the Movo microphone on a small little tripod in front of the subject, particularly in situations where it doesn't matter if the mic's in the frame. It doesn't look too out of place, and of course it gives great sound quality. And while I'm not a vlogger, it's also a great vlogging mic. It's small, compact, sits right on top of your camera or smartphone, and really doesn't draw too much of a crowd if you're out and about with it. It comes with a foam cover that acts as a bit of a windscreen and takes care of a lot of the plosives. I actually think that even indoors in a studio setting, having the foam cover on the microphone actually makes the sound quality a little bit better. We'll do a sound test right now. Right now the foam cover is off, and this is what the Movo VXR10 Pro sounds like without the foam cover on it. This room is mildly sound treated. It's got carpet on the floor, and there are some panels, and there are some other things in the room that will absorb the sound. It's not professionally treated, but this is what the Movo VXR10 Pro sounds like, boomed just out of the shot about 14 inches away from my mouth without the foam cover. Now the foam cover is back on the Movo VXR10 Pro. It's still in the same spot about 14 inches from my mouth. I think this sounds just a little bit better. You know, it might be splitting hairs, and if we'd started the video without the foam cover on, it wouldn't be terrible, but if you compare them side by side or back to back, I think this is just a little bit better. This is an audio test of the Movo VXR10 Pro. Because we're outside, we're using the furry windscreen or the dead cat that's provided. This is exactly 1 foot away. The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog. And this is exactly 5 feet away from the Movo VXR10 Pro outside with the furry windshield. The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog. And this is 10 feet away from the Movo VXR10 Pro outside with the dead cat on it. This probably sounds terrible, but the quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog. The bottom line is that if you want a quality microphone for $50, I highly recommend the Movo VXR10 Pro. It's small, compact, and delivers a great audio quality. I give the Movo VXR10 Pro microphone 5 stars for sure. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please click here for more from the channel.